Hello, this is Joe183, and this is another episode of the Noob Journey, and this is quite a good episode because it kind of determined the title of the Noob Journey, because Pepsi Max could win the title in this race in USA, which is round 8, and this is my qualifying run. As you can see, we've got my teammate Briggsy in front of me. He's just coming up to the back of a car going quite slowly, and I think that Sauber's going everywhere, and there's a pile-up. So Briggsy is now out, bottling it as usual, and I think that was Reese who actually got a grid penalty for that, so that was pretty interesting to be behind. But yeah, Pepsi could win the title today. I'm the only person who can stop him. And if Pepsi beats me by 7 points, then he is the champion. So basically, if Pepsi wins, then he's champion. And this is my first run in qualifying, and it wasn't a bad run. It was decent. It started off wet in qualifying, but then straight away invalidate. It's very, very difficult to get these S's right in the USA because they're pretty much a pain. But that time I backed off and was 3 seconds off Pepsi's time anyway. This is our next run in qualifying. And coming towards turn 1, braking at the 100-metre board as it's uphill, so you can brake quite late for that one. As I did a little bit of practice, but not too much. As it is a noob journey, we shouldn't be practicing too much. But then this time, I think I nailed the S section. And yeah, just getting it spot on. Obviously, there's no assists in this league, and well, I call it a league. But I know I'm quite good at racing without assists. I'm purple in sector 1 though, which is decent. But I'm not very good without assists, as you can see, which is why I'm in the noob journey. But yeah, the S section there was quite good. I corner cut the last one slightly, but you can get away with that. And by the end of the lap, it's quite close to Pepsi's time. Pepsi is on pole, the championship contender, and I am just over a second off pole, and it's a 40.8, which puts me in third on the grid. And then this is my last running qualifying. I went out for one long run, so my tyres were a little bit past their best at this point. I probably won't improve, but then Gods Among Us is not on the lap, and he just completely blocks me there. I lose a front wing, and yeah, that was disappointing. So I've now got no chance of improving, and that left me in third position, which isn't bad at all. Pepsi actually improved and was well ahead of everyone. So Pepsi on pole with Morgs as teammate alongside Williams with a bit of domination. Myself in third with Reese with a 5th place penalty for taking out my teammate in 4th. So actually Butty as Cracky is in 4th, well done him. And December in 5th with plenty of drivers not messing a time. But onto the formation lap, which I actually finished for once. So I did quite well to get through all the carnage. There wasn't actually that many people back on the grid, but yeah. The lights are going to be coming on shortly, but we're back on the grid, 3rd place with 2 Williams cars ahead of me, Morgs on the left, Pepsi directly ahead. And we're coming now to 5 red lights for the USA Grand Prix. And it is lights out where we go. I get a good reaction compared to Morgs alongside me, go straight up into 2nd place, but he has the inside line for the turn 1. And Pepsi's gone defensive now to almost block his teammate there. I brake quite early, almost turning on Morgs there. But now we're right on the outside, don't want to lose it here, but we almost do that. Very, very close to taking out Morgs there. That would have been a disaster, but never mind, we're still in 3rd place with Pepsi in the lead. Reese all over my back end. Trying to take advantage here, but through the S's for the first time, and just trying to get a good run through here to try and pressure Morgs, because I really want to battle in Pepsi, because he's the one I'm trying to stop taking the title today. But we've already got a track limit warning, which isn't good. It is on strict corner cutting, so 2 more there and I'll be getting a penalty. But Morgs and Pepsi have not got a great run, but I haven't got a good run either. Respawn's right behind me, who he got a penalty, but he actually made that up straight away into turn 1, so well done to him. Getting a good start from, I think it was 9th he ended up, and now through the slow hairpin for the first time. Morgs has got a good run compared to Pepsi. The Williams could be seen side by side here. I've got Reese in the slipstream with me as well, so it's going to be very close between us two. Morgs goes to the outside now on his team at Pepsi, and Morgs has taken the lead. Pepsi down to 2nd, which is ideal for me, because anything to slow Pepsi now is an advantage. But Reese goes diving up the inside. He locks up his brakes. I'm just going to play it calm and just do the switchback and get back to 3rd place. But now Morgs and Pepsi are still going side by side. Morgs is hitting, there's been contact between the two Williams cars. I'm trying to take advantage, but Reese is also trying to take advantage as well. It's almost like 3 abreast here, but Morgs just about holds the high ground. Goes right, I almost try a dive bomb, but it doesn't quite come off. Morgs still in 2nd place. Pepsi's broken away a little bit. But this first lap has been absolutely hectic racing. There's a 3-way battle for 2nd, 4-way even. My teammates, like Briggsy, is right behind us. And yeah, it's very, very close racing. Morgs with a bad exit now, and hopefully I can take advantage here. And we brake early into the hard corner. Maybe look at the inside. We're alongside Morgs now, going towards the end of lap 1. Pepsi's going to that fastest lap as it is the first lap. But now I think all the braking markers are gone into turn 1. As you can see on the right hand side there's only one. It's the 50-metre board, so I'm going to brake early because I spotted that. No one else did. They all go massively wide, including Pepsi. So that's gave me a bit of breathing space. I'm up into 2nd place now. And yeah, that was pretty lucky that I managed to spot that the braking boards were gone. Everyone else just went straight on. But now the same lap, halfway through it, Pepsi's gone wide into the hairpin. I'm going to try and take advantage here. Got the inside. And we are now side by side with my championship rival, Pepsi Max, who could take the title here if I don't try and do something about it. But we are now alongside, and it looks like I'm going to be taking the lead here. And yes, I do, but Pepsi is now in the slipstream, and that is definitely where you want to be. His slipstream is ridiculously powerful in this game. And he looks like he's going to go for a dive. I'm going to leave him the space, but I'm going to try and hold the high ground for now. Pepsi just up the inside. I'm going to try and do a defensive into the next corner. There's not really a braking point for that corner, so it's pretty difficult to get a good run through it. Now Pepsi is still right behind us, and hopefully we can hold this now. But we blocked a dive bomb there, going very, very narrow into that corner, stopping Pepsi from dive bombing me. But now we've broken away from the next few cars, respawning currently in third place, has overtaken Morgs as well. But now Pepsi looks like he's getting impatient behind me, as he is the faster driver. He just had a bad lap on lap 2. But we have gone wide. Talking of bad laps, here's a bad corner there onto the curb on the exit, and that's going to allow Pepsi to go straight back into the lead, as the curbs are your worst enemy in this game, especially onto the back of a long straight. And we are back down to second place, but Pepsi hopefully can brake, or maybe make a mistake into this next corner. And I looked to the inside, he's gone quite wide there, he got a bit of a tail on. And yeah, we're going to go side by side now into the next section. And we're going to try and do a switchback move. This is great racing for the lead of the race, and this is potentially championship deciding as well. We try and do a switchback, maybe look for a dive bomb, but it's not going to happen as Pepsi takes a very shallow line, much like I did the previous lap. But now to the gust of wind corner, it doesn't look like I'm going to have much of a chance into here. As yeah, Pepsi is very, very strong through this section especially. My tyres are coming beyond their sell-by date. And now on to lap 5, Pepsi makes a late decision to come into the pits. I'm going to come into the pits as well. And hopefully McLaren can hit me up, maybe even jump the Williams, but it's unlikely as McLaren are further down the pit lane. And that's how this game works. But now my teammate Briggsy is going to take the lead. He started on softs, and he started like really low down because he got wiped out by respawning qualifying. So yeah, Briggs has done very well to be now leading, but he's probably going to bottle it, let's be fair. But Pepsi still out ahead of me, both onto soft tyres. December is going to take second place as well. And Morgs has already pitted a few laps ago onto mediums, but that's a bit of a mistake because medium tyres are not very good around here compared to softs. And if he just went a bit longer, he could have made it on softs. But yeah, Pepsi's got quite a bit of an advantage. I think he had a faster stop than I did. But now hopefully we can take advantage here. And we've now caught December onto the next lap. And I set a purple fire sector while we're at it. And Pepsi is going to try and pressure December now for second place. December hasn't pitted yet, and he's quite a cautious driver, so he probably just let us through. But yeah, get a good break in now. I make contact with the back of Pepsi. December is going to let us through, but now this is very, very close once again. I've closed up that gap. And now we could start pressuring Pepsi Max, maybe into a mistake, or maybe just to overtake him down the back straight with the DRS. But his run through this S section has been absolutely untouchable on this lap, and yeah, that was pretty disappointing. As well as lap 11, you can just see I sort of had the pace, but not quite enough pace, if you know what I mean. I'm like, I was about half a tenth on average slower, which sort of meant I was able to keep with him, but then one mistake and I was out of DRS, and that's pretty much it. Because when you lose DRS, it's pretty much impossible. And now on to lap 13, you can see he's a long way ahead, patching power in the wall there, as you would expect. But yeah, Pepsi's got a big gap at this point, so it looks unlikely that I'm going to be able to beat him. But yeah, he's probably going to come and take the championship, but it's very, very well deserved. And he's been the best driver all season, pretty much. So yeah, coming around the final corner now, Pepsi Max is going to cross the line to become the Noob Journey champion, and I'm going to come across the line in second place, and that's, I think, my 5th podium in a row. Not quite the win from last time out, but I'll take it still. And yeah, Briggsy in 3rd actually, so here he is on the super soft tyres. He managed to overtake Reese and Morgs, so yeah, Briggsy up in 3rd place, and unless he bottles it now, he's going to be scoring his first points for McLaren, looks like, as he's managed to absolutely bottle everything else since he joined. And he's going to be my teammate for the McLaren Honda team. He's going to make it a double podium, and it's his first points for McLaren since transferring mid-season from Renault. He's weaving across the line, celebrating as if 3rd is something good, even though I'm clearly a better driver coming 2nd, but nevertheless, it's good for him. And look at those penalties, unbelievable. But yeah, Pepsi Max wins, I come 2nd, Briggsy 3rd, December 4th, Morgs, Nimau, Corsa, Overrated Llama, Factual, and Bussius Crackers rounding out the points with a lot of DNFs and one disqualification there, so I think that's a corner cut in. But nevertheless, Pepsi Max is the champion, and yeah, very, very well done to him. I just have to try and consolidate 2nd now. I've got about a 30-point lead, 2 rounds left. Hopefully I can consolidate 2nd place, because I will take that after the first few rounds when I was absolutely abysmal. So yeah, if you like this video, leave a like on it, subscribe if you want to see more. This has been J183, and I will see you next time.